now starting to see President Trump's mass deportation promise in action. White House officials say that hundreds of undocumented migrants have been put on military flights out of the country. Those planes leaving from Texas and the very western part of the state, and also from Arizona, headed, according to officials, to Guatemala. Trump's press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, has posted some photos on social media showing individuals being escorted onto a military plane, which is a departure from civilian planes, which are normally used. And they are shackled, you can see in these photos, at their ankles and waists. Trump officials say 538 people were arrested on Thursday, some of them criminals, but that number, in terms of arrests, not that far off from the daily average under former President Joe Biden. Meanwhile, the mayor of Newark, New Jersey, saying a raid on a business in the city overnight was done without a warrant, and that U.S. citizens were detained alongside 3 undocumented migrants, including, he says, a person who had a military ID on them.
And if we allow people to identify us or put us in categories of criminal or any other thing just by the way we look, then we're going back to a time that was very dangerous in this country, specifically for people that looked like me.
ICE has said that this sometimes happens, that agents may encounter U.S. citizens while conducting their field work and ask for their IDs. But certainly these arrests and these deportations are putting immigrant communities further on edge, including here in Eagle Pass, especially after the Trump administration lifted this long-standing policy earlier in the week that arrests made near and around schools and churches were off limits. And speaking to a priest here in Eagle Pass, he is concerned that there could be these raids taking place inside his services. And also, speaking to other people, though, they think these deportations, these arrests are necessary because Eagle Pass was really ground zero during the surge of migrant crossings about a year and a half ago. This is the border with Mexico right there on the other side. And they say it's necessary to know who's coming across that border and make sure that criminals are kicked out of the country. Tony Waterman, CGTN, Eagle Pass, Texas.